Welcome to American Dream Life, where we keep exploring how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. Why it's so important to create that unity? Well, because you are strongly desire that, and many times getting yourself in trouble, stucking in one place and not allowing yourself to experience another, to create that united experience and more unity within. When you can believe that it's possible that you can actually live your true American dream, and not just as an idea that you thought actually that's a good idea and you would like to have it, and the reality hit when potentially you had some experience with that American dream, and all of a sudden not allowing yourself that it's possible to actually enjoy and experience that American dream in a different way. So, without further ado, let's go to the weekly topic about how to be planet. And the funny thing is that when I was asking for some guidance of what will be the next word, it came when I was actually enjoying a healthy ice cream. And I kind of look at the box or container of it, and there was something about the planet. And somehow my eyes landed on that word. And the next question was like, wouldn't that be an interesting word, P word to share? And then diving deeper, what I get to share about it. And I was pleasantly surprised that there's definitely, hello, whoever joined, that is definitely something to share around that word and create more of those state of being and understanding. And like I just described, the premise of the community, how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being, that kind of relates to it with that word as well. Because technically, yes, we live in one planet Earth. However, we actually living in our own world, and either you aware of it or not, it's pretty much that's what it's happening with our own beliefs, our own experiences. We actually living, even though we dependent on other people. And that's another thing that getting us in trouble with that desire of being in our own world and dependency, because of lack of sustainability, to be that own planet, get us in trouble in a way that it's not to our expectations. People from that have their own beliefs and their own set of experiences coming together can create a bit of a planetary crash. And becoming a struggle, many times power struggle, who gets to win in that. And it's true for us in our relation. It's true for for this country, America, United States, and also for other countries around the world. When coming together from those different words and experiences and cultures, and coming together and creating something that worth creating and supporting each other. So that's becoming a big challenge with that. And also to really experience that, so we don't feel that there's enough freedom, because it becomes more of a controlling part, and that there's really nothing to be joyful about. And the whole even promise of American dream is to I can do whatever I want. I want to be independent, sovereign, and as long as nobody bothers me and I'm pursuing my happiness, right? So when you don't see that happening, it's really upsetting, and it's really charging on you, on yourself, and kind of spills to your relations with others, and disagreements with the others, and not accepting the others the way they are, and not accepting all of a sudden, more of a collective, or more of the country that you're living in, or what other countries doing. And then there's a lot of that separation, division that is happening. And especially those days, there's just lack of that understanding that you actually can still be a planet, that you, even though, yes, it's not very sustainable to be alone, and it will be very challenging for you to not be able to rely on anybody else, to live alone, and be so sovereign. However, you can in your mind, in your heart, create that experience, and in your life as well. So it starts with your mind, it starts with your heart, to create that reality for yourself, where you can feel that sovereignty, and that remembers that you are, because that's many times what creates those issues, that you trying to remember but you don't know how to go about it, that under the pressure and attempt of control from the environment, from the others, you don't feel like you deserve potentially, or you have the right to be that sovereign human being. So remember about that you are sovereign, and why it's important for you to remember, and coming from that place, because your experiences, because your decisions making will be much different from more of that independent place, and without much of like some negative emotions, and that you get to actually act like not yourself but somebody else, because others might be affected by that. Just to give you an example on that. And the next one is freedom. That's like the premise of American Dream, and that desire of freedom. And we feel like we don't have enough of that. We're striving for freedom of time, financial freedom, freedom of expression, freedom of choices. And it seems many times that's, just to give you some examples of what I mean by freedom, that it's not something we can experience either. So believe that you can experience that freedom, and start with your thoughts and beliefs, that it's possible for you, and the reality will be start shifting for you. Like the example of a famous example of a famous person like Mandela. He was even in prison, and he somehow, with his mindset, was able to, and visualizing that he's actually a free man, and that was actually helping to for him to go through that experience that he was going through. Many times, well, we might be not locked up in prison, but actually we many times create our own boxes, and living in those boxes that create a lot of dissatisfaction, and creates a lot of constrictions. So you actually allow to experience, to have that freedom of thoughts, freedom of choices, striving towards that freedom of time, and financial freedom. So that's the next one. And when you experience and embody more of that sovereign, being sovereign, and experiencing more of that state of being freedom, it's easier to experience some joy as well, because otherwise it's like, well, what there's to be happy about. I cannot really experience my joy if I'm living in a box, and I'm so dependent on everybody, and it doesn't feel like that I matter, that I have anything to say, that that I don't feel that's being sovereign in my experience. So that's kind of the message I want to share today, and trust that something resonates with it and lending. And if I would love to see some of the comments here, and feel free to share them. This broadcast is being streamed in 2 places at the same time, on the YouTube channel and at American Dream Life Facebook group community. You can join us for more interactive experience in the Facebook. It's a private Facebook group community. There is a link on the YouTube channel for it. And if you're not already part of it, and you experience that broadcast from the YouTube channel, for the YouTube channel, it's easier to share when the message resonates and you think that might be somebody benefit in your environment from hearing that message. Feel free to share from the YouTube channel, because it's a public channel and will be easier to do so. And what else I want to share? On YouTube, you can click the notification buttons to be notified when the next one coming. So far, it's been still on Thursday, earlier on Thursday than it used to be, and it's continue that journey here. Yeah, so that's kind of logistical stuff. I usually, because it's streamed through a third party application, I can schedule those broadcasts where they showing earlier what the topic about and what will be kind of covered in a bit of a summary, so you will be notified. And I'm happy when you able to join me live. And because it's international community, I thought that maybe coming earlier in a day might cover more of the time zones that will be more prudent to join live as well. And you also, because after another kind of advantage of it, that you don't have to wait after I'm done with the live broadcast. Almost immediately the replay is available and you can check that out as well. So without further ado, sending you so much love, joy, and peace, and see you next time. Take care.